Hi, I'm Carol Andrews for another episode of Southwest TV News. Here are some of the stories coming up on today's show. All eyes were on the business community of Maple Creek during the first annual Maple Creek Main Street Program Business Awards of Excellence. The ongoing saga between the city and the neighboring RM of Swift Current has been underway for a number of years, surrounding the city's hopes of annexing land outside of its current boundaries. High school basketball is back for another season, with athletes from across the region making their way onto the court. Thanks for joining us here today. Maple Creek businesses were in the spotlight during the first annual Business Awards Excellence Program. We have more in today's top story. All eyes were on the business community of Maple Creek during the first annual Maple Creek Main Street Program Business Awards of Excellence. The awards were created through the desire to honor local entrepreneurs and celebrate the excitement around the Main Street Program initiative. As Maple Creek is one of 4 Saskatchewan communities now participating in a pilot project in revitalization of its historical buildings. Throughout the evening, 5 awards were handed out. Cypress Credit Union was acknowledged in the Communities in Bloom Excellence category for its beautification in the downtown core through its Pocket Park. And for customer service excellence, Joanna Cook of Drury Lane Fashions was honored for her 27 years of being in business and going that extra mile for her clientele. Other winners of the evening included the Redmond House Bed and Breakfast for Tourism Excellence, a historic 1914 home away from home in the heart of Maple Creek, and the upscale dining of the Star Cafe and Grill for Heritage Conservation Excellence.
It feels great. I've had the support of the community since I opened and since I moved back and wanted to open, and they've always been behind me, and this award is just for them, really, just for all the hard work that I put in and for all their support. I can't thank the community enough.
We've put so much work into the building, and I'm so pleased for Barry Wise, who was our designer and partner in it, and I just think that it's a wonderful old building that needs to be recognized. It's great.
The top award of the evening was presented to Cypress Motors for Business of the Year. The company was acknowledged for its long-standing customer service and commitment to the community, support of local events, and efforts to build the new Southwest Integrated Healthcare Facility in Maple Creek. A sense of pride and commitment to the town of Maple Creek, which is echoed by the team at Cypress Motors.
I feel very honored. It's something that our dealer principal, Wilf Parsons, has kind of instilled within us to do the best we can and try to serve our customer base adequately and better.
And with a strong showing of support for the first annual Business Awards of Excellence through the crowd of close to 100 guests and the election of a new Chamber of Commerce, Mayor Barry Rudd believes the future is bright for the town of Maple Creek.
It'll all fall into place. I mean, one piece at a time, I believe. We'd like to attract some more business, there's no doubt about it, and we're trying to figure out how do we do that. I think once the healthcare center's here, then we can get people to move here again. There is an outpour out of the city that would like to move here. The houses have been selling. It's been older couples from British Columbia again. But again, it's a safe community. It's a cheap, affordable community. But I believe that you give us, even 5 years, it's going to be it'll be a different landscape. And we're pushing for that, and we're going to work for that. It's not good. It doesn't just come and fall on your lap, but we're going to work for it. And I think we can do it.
The first annual Business Awards of Excellence was a collaboration between the Maple Creek Main Street Program, a local Chamber of Commerce, and the town of Maple Creek.
Trust the team at Pinnacle Financial to help you reach your financial goals. Whether you require personal or corporate income tax planning, bookkeeping, management consulting, or full-service mortgage brokering, our expert team has you covered. Contact us today to begin your climb to the top.
The City of Swift Current has received the green light to move forward with its annexation plans. And in this report, we take a closer look at the next step for city officials. The ongoing saga between the city and the neighboring RM of Swift Current has been underway for a number of years, surrounding the city's hopes of annexing land outside of its current boundaries. Public meetings have been held over the years with RM ratepayers and city officials having their say. Land sought after, such as the research station, was removed from initial applications by the city, and later concentrated on the 320 acres or 2/4 of land just off the Lac-Pelche Road. And now with the final ruling announced by the Saskatchewan Municipal Board, the city's application for annexation has been approved. Welcome news for the city's mayor.
Relief more than anything else. You know, I think back of it's certainly been a topical item for the 9+ years I've been on council, and was for, you know, looking through old meeting minutes and things like that for probably a decade prior to that. So I think it's good news for residents and businesses that just don't have to hear about it anymore. I often reference the you know, before I was elected and before there was a wastewater treatment plant, big news stories were effluent releases into the creek, and we don't hear about that anymore. And you know, the good news is we don't have to hear about annexation, and that doesn't have to be a deterrent or a reason to not get along with our neighbors. And you know, now we can just move forward and concentrate on growth.
The ruling sent out by the Saskatchewan Municipal Board states the land in question to be annexed at 15 times compensation to the RM of Swift Current. Therefore, the city will pay the RM approximately $453,000 each year over a 7-year term, totaling close to $3.17 million, while the RM had originally requested a compensation of 27 times for the land. And as far as a timeline and when the city of Swift Current will start making its payments to the RM, Schaefer indicates this will be outlined in the near future.
The terms were even better than we had, you know, offered through negotiations. So very affordable from the city's perspective. But you know, I think more than anything, I appreciate the fact that the SMB ruling, I think, sort of validated the fact that we were working in a cooperative fashion, and our numbers were certainly in the ballpark.
He further adds a dialogue will soon begin with the landowners in the RM, and engineering designs will come into play for the overall plans of preparing the annexed land for future development. And as far as a future relationship with the RM of Swift Current, Schaefer indicates they will likely need to work together on future initiatives.
It appears to be that we're probably heading down a road of dollars flowing into your regions tied to the amount of cooperation that exists there, and you know, we really have to make sure that our residents don't miss out on whether it's infrastructure dollars or operating dollars or anything, because two councils don't get along. So getting back to the table and continuing to work through things with the best interests of our residents in mind.
The newly acquired land through annexation will allow the city of Swift Current to plan for continued growth over the next 20 to 25 years. Southwest TV News contacted Reeve Bob Neufeld of the RM of Swift Current. However, he declined to comment on the annexation ruling until after the RM's next council meeting set for February the 12th.
Our company helps tell your story and provides you with the solution on how to market your business. Because making a great video is only half the equation. You have to know how to use it.
We have done a major.
High school basketball is underway for another season, and in this feature we catch up with the Shaunavon and Swift Current teams.
The Junior Ardens basketball team is on the court for another season, as the undefeated Shaunavon Silhouettes were in town to battle for the top of the division. It was a close game until the final buzzer, with Shaunavon staying undefeated, edging the Ardens 43-38. The Silhouettes have had a lot of success this season, and realize what makes them competitive.
We're very good defensively. We're good at pressing and getting the ball away and getting it up the court.
I don't know. I think I score quite a few baskets. A couple games been the top scorer and stuff, so I think that probably helps.
Defense is a large aspect of the game of basketball, and is something that both teams are currently trying to improve upon. The Ardens are in second place and are just behind Shaunavon in the standings with a 4-2 record. Junior Ardens player Chantel Sabel has certainly done her scouting on the Shaunavon team, and comments on why they have been successful this season.
I think they're undefeated because they have their defense skills locked down, and when it comes to defense skills, it's great in basketball, and I feel that that is the strength for them when it comes to the game. We did play them in this tournament, and I feel they're a good strength team, and I really enjoy playing them because we can learn new things and gain a few tips from them.
Sharon Mayall is the head coach for the Ardens team, and has to understand what skill sets her players bring to the table in order to put them in a position on the court where they can succeed. For example, players who have strength handling the basketball are put in the point guard position, and players that have strong rebound skills are used as a center under the basket. For Mayall, winning is not the most important factor for her as a coach, and has a strong philosophy as to what she wants to accomplish with this team.
A group of girls that really enjoy basketball and enjoy learning some new skills. Our philosophy of the team is developmental at this grade level, so we really are thinking down the road for the comprehensive high school, and we're trying to prepare them for the future in basketball, but also along the way having some fun and getting good at the game and enjoying the game.
The Ardens basketball program is looking bright, with coaches like Sharon Mayall looking to the future and developing her players at a young age to play the game using their skill sets. For Southwest TV News, I'm Scott Armstrong.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.